What's up, you guys? My name is Aubrey and this is my channel, and today I want to talk about the EIDL loan because recently in the last 24 hours, the SBA has increased the amount that you can apply for through the SBA EIDL program. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down what exactly this means, what it means for those of you who have already received EIDL funds, and what you can do if you're somebody that needs more money. So let's get started. So over the last year, and to be honest, it's crazy to think that it's even been a year since the CARES Act was passed. I think that we are approaching that year anniversary any day now. But over the last year, with programs like the EIDL, the PPP, the EIDL Cash Advance, and more, there has been a lot of rule changes. You see, at the very beginning of the pandemic, these rule changes oftentimes hurt the applicants that were applying for them by offering less funds, by making the funds harder to receive, by changing the rules to allocate more funds to different people. The rules were constantly changing as a way to essentially make the money last longer. And because of the fact that so many people were taking advantage of programs like the EIDL, like the PPP, like unemployment, rules and the amount of money that could be offered had to be scaled back in order to accommodate more people. But as we see here today in March of 2021, rules are continuing to change, but this time it seems as though they're changing to be to the advantage of the people who are applying for these funds. And yesterday, the SBA announced that they are increasing the amount of funds that you can get through the EIDL program. They're increasing the maximum loan amount. You see, last year, whenever the EIDL program was flooded with applicants, they had decreased the maximum loan amount to $150,000, meaning the maximum that you could receive was $150,000 through this program. And the way that this $150,000 was calculated is based off of 6 months of economic injury. So basically how it works is the SBA uses a formula to determine how much money you would be economically injured by over a 6-month period of time. And then that's the EIDL loan that you would be offered. Well, the SBA announced a couple of days ago that starting April 6th, the new maximum loan amount will be $500,000. And rather than calculating this based off of 6 months of economic injury, they are instead basing it off of 24 months of economic injury. In addition to the SBA increasing the maximum loan amount that you could potentially be eligible for the EIDL program, the SBA is also increasing the deferment period as well, and they're making this a longer period of time in which you don't have to make payments off of your EIDL loan. If you received an SBA EIDL disaster loan in 2020, that deferment period has been increased from 12 months to 24 months, meaning that now you do not need to make a payment off of that loan until about 2022. If you receive a EIDL loan in 2021, that deferment period has been increased from 12 months to 18 months. So it has been increased by 6 months, meaning you will not need to make a payment on that loan for 18 months from the date that that note was active. Now, this is actually the first loan increase that we've seen for the EIDL program since the EIDL program was implemented last year. When the EIDL program was implemented, we saw a loan maximum decrease, and then this is the first time we've seen that change since then. So since about June of 2020, this is actually the third time that we've seen the deferment period increase though. So it wouldn't surprise me if we saw another deferment period at some point in the future, but only time will tell regarding that. Now, if you are somebody who has received funding through the EIDL loan program, but you did not receive the amount that you wanted to receive, or you want to receive more funds, then the SBA has issued guidance on that already, and you do not need to do anything. The SBA will be reaching out to people who have received EIDL funds and who may be eligible to receive more EIDL loan funds under this new increase. So you do not need to submit like a letter of reconsideration, an appeal, or anything like that. Now, increases like this are a direct result of this recent $1.9 trillion stimulus package that was just passed. I mean, the EIDL program has already been extended throughout the entire year of 2021, which is great news for small businesses. And because of the cash infusion that the EIDL program received because of this stimulus package, means that now the SBA has more money to allocate to more businesses throughout the rest of the year. So overall, this is good news for anybody who wants to receive EIDL funds. Now, remember that the EIDL loan is something that you do have to pay back. It is a loan, it does collect interest, you do have to make monthly payments off of that, and it is not considered free money. So often I see in the comment sections of my videos people who are confused about the difference between the EIDL loan and the EIDL cash advance. The EIDL cash advance is, as of right now, invite only. If you are eligible for the cash advance and that $10,000 of free money that people are talking about, then you will receive an email from the SBA directly. If you do not receive an email, that means that you are not eligible. The EIDL loan, on the other hand, is a loan that you do have to pay back. It does incur interest, you do have to make monthly payments, and it does have a maturity date. So these two things are very beneficial in their own ways, but they are not the same. So be aware of what you're applying for if you go to the SBA website. One is invite only, you cannot apply for it. The other one is easier to get than the other one, but you do have to pay it back, and thus it is significantly less advantageous, even though it does perform a really important function for businesses that need money. Aside from the EIDL program, which has had some significant changes over the last few days, keep in mind that paper checks are being mailed out this week. I've heard a number of different people who have received their paper stimulus checks in the last couple of days, so keep an eye on that if you're somebody who has not received your stimulus check. In addition to stimulus checks, remember that PPP is set to expire on March 31st, which is coming up very, very quickly. I am not sure if it's going to be extended. I said in a video a couple of days ago that I thought that it would be, and I still think that it will, but there's always a chance that it won't be. And so as of right now, you do still have some time to apply for the PPP and to receive funds, but you need to do that ASAP if you're somebody who is interested in collecting PPP funds with this newest updated formula for solo entrepreneurs. But like always, you guys, I hope that you found this video helpful, and I hope it gave you some valuable information regarding the EIDL loan program, as well as stimulus checks, as well as the PPP. If you are somebody who needs funds and you think that the EIDL loan would be helpful for you and your business, I would encourage you to apply, even though you do have to pay it back. Remember to keep an eye on your mailboxes for that paper stimulus check, and remember to apply for the PPP before March 31st if you're somebody who's wanting to get it before it expires. Now, I will be doing a video in the next couple of days talking about PPP forgiveness from the perspective of a solo entrepreneur. So I will be going over that simplified solo entrepreneur forgiveness form. It is super straightforward. It is super easy to understand. So make sure to stay tuned for that, because that will be coming in the next few days to a week's time. And lastly, if you guys are somebody who has watched my videos, or you watch my videos on a consistent basis and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. That way you are notified with every single video that I publish. I publish videos 7 days a week, and I cover a variety of different topics, including stimulus packages, how to make money, Turo, income streams, and so much more. But I look at my YouTube analytics, and the vast majority of you guys that watch this channel do not actually subscribe to the channel. So I don't know what you guys are waiting for. If you could subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. It would mean a whole lot to me and a whole lot to the channel. But like always, if you have any comments, questions, if you have anything to add, make sure to leave a comment down below. I will be doing a FAQ video here soon, so make sure to comment. That way I can see your questions. And while you guys are at it, make sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video.